What's up, YouTube? This is Big Mike. All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about the Houston Rockets re-signing Chris Paul to a near max contract. Max as far as money is concerned, not max as far as maximum years. But they signed Chris Paul to a 4-year, $160 million max contract. Of course, there was some trepidation on the part of the Houston Rockets to give Paul a max contract given his age. Paul is 33 years old, and historically 33 years old is a time when many point guards, what the fuck is wrong, man? I can't talk today. Point guards. The fuck is that, Michael? Many point guards begin to slow down. Of course, there are exceptions to that rule. John Stockton remained a dominant point guard in the NBA, in my opinion, probably until he was, really could argue his whole career, but as far as putting up those John Stockton-like numbers, probably until he was like 36, 37. So there are exceptions to that rule, but Chris Paul with his injury issues, I can understand the organization having some second thoughts about giving him a max contract. So instead of a 5-year max contract, gave him a 4-year max contract, which, that's still a long-term contract. And Chris Paul announced on Twitter that he was re-signing with the Houston Rockets shortly after July 1st commenced. So this is another piece to the LA puzzle that LeBron thought he could solve, but he will not. Chris Paul re-signs with the Thunder. Paul George re-signed with the Thunder. Chris Paul has now re-signed with the Houston Rockets. So LeBron James is pretty much the only big name out there now that has not announced what he's going to be doing. And the Rockets had a very successful season. They won 65 games as a franchise record. They came within one victory of making it to the NBA Finals. If they did not have that historic meltdown in Game 7, they probably would have won Game 7. By me hating the Warriors, and I freely admit that, it was very painful to watch an entire team choke as the Rockets did in Game 7. So, whatever. But if Chris Paul was out there, would they have won that game? I'm saying it's probably like a 65% chance they probably would have won. All right? And things may have been different. But they came that close to going to the NBA Finals. So you have to wonder, can they improve upon that? Most definitely. But with Chris Paul, you always wonder about, will he hold up physically? Chris Paul also just has this tendency of getting injuries at the wrong time. He got injured at the wrong time for his organization. After their last pivotal victory of the season, which was Game 5, he gets injured. So I know it's not his fault, but it's like he just has bad luck when it comes to injury. But tell me what you guys think about this, man, and give me your thoughts.